up, literally woke up and was, so are you going to come back or should I just go to Wu Chang? I was like, okay, this is going to be a deeper conversation for today.
Who said that?
Bella.
Oh, okay.
Along the lines. Again, I think I was saying to Batar, I'll wait for Bear to get here because I want to go over it like 10,000 times, you know? It's a sticky one, man. It's a sticky one. But we'll maneuver through it and we'll figure out where we come out of the other end.
Why are you in a wheelchair? I just realized.
I fell off the seaside towers at the wedding. Me and Denzel were stealing TVs.
I think he just doesn't want to walk around, I can't lie.
Yeah. Nope. Asked the doctor, he had to put 2 casts on my leg.
Aye, aye, aye. You saying, Jake?
Ouch.
Yo, what's good?
What's up?
So, everybody, how are we all? Good, I'm glad everyone's well. We're here to talk about Mandem Records, MDMR, as we like to call it. The little project that never could, that hasn't got off the floor in a second now. I guess like I spoke to Bella, and I think the main thing for us is to come to you guys and figure out if you still want MDMR to be a thing at this point. A lot of artists have, and Bella, feel free to jump in and correct me if I do anything wrong. A lot of artists have now left or are literally on the cusp of leaving due to the label being, you know, empty, stagnant, nothing going on.
And in all
yeah,
fairness, I am trying to keep people here. It's just they're not seeing things, I guess, progress fast enough.
What we saying?
And
waiting for the
it's
server,
kind of
bro.
getting discouraging for a couple of people. So we just want to know exactly where to go from here, really.
Who is left right now? Like, if you could list, like, can you list who is still there?
Me, Class, and Raiden. And I talked to Blockboy for the first time in a while yesterday, I think. Yesterday, the day before yesterday, and he's still there. He's coming back around a little bit more. But as far as that, Vass is like the only producer that's been active. And I think some of his beats are still kind of on like that, walking that line of being cleared and not being cleared and shit like that. So
but that side of things we can figure out. Like, if I'm being honest with you, I'm not that stressed about that side of things. I more want to be on the nitty-gritty side of, ultimately, do Mandem still want MDMR to exist? Or should we all start just let everybody go, let them then go to Ecstasy, let them go to Wu Chang at this point? There's no point holding on to something if ultimately, and this is what I said to Batar, I know technically you guys don't own it, Tommy does, but as I said to Bella on the phone, we kind of look at Batar now as kind of the surrogate owner, I guess, because I believe, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but he's like the leader of you guys, right? So that's kind of where our head's at. You know, I've only met Tommy once. Bella, I don't think you've ever met him, right?
if I did, it was only once.
So
I don't even remember.
We definitely want to keep it. I think
Okay.
it's want to keep it, but keep it for your lot sake, and have, you know, less involvement other than when it comes down to supporting events and stuff like that. The reason I asked if you could list the people is because before you came, we were speaking. I low-key feel like it. We've been at a point where it's like we've been very, very close to the kind of like it falling through part, but it just kind of, we've somehow built it up a little bit above that, and then it's gone back to that, back to that. I feel like it's time to just do a hard reset. Anyone who's there currently that is active stays. Everyone else just goes.
I totally
I'm
agree.
just completely start it again. Give you two control. No one above you to like. That goes for us as well, to like question the calls and stuff like that. Just let you two do your thing and completely start from scratch.
See, I feel like I still want, this is what, and I said this to Bella before, I still feel like a board of directors or something would be good, of just like, and this is what I said to Patar, of like, even when I was in charge beforehand, right, there was never any real, I couldn't really fuck up in a way, like, unless I was like doing something really dumb, there was never no repercussions for anything in a way. And I kind of want there to be, I don't want the ball to just be you guys, but I feel like it should still be you, a couple of you guys, and then like maybe two other people. And it's like once a month, it's a case of like, okay, I know it might sound stupid to you guys, I get it, but like, just like, this is how much we made, these are the amount of songs we released, this is the amount of songs that hit radio, just so there's that level of like conversation happening. And then when things are not being done, there can be questions asked of like, okay, it's not so much a having a go at, but like just a, all right, well, where is the things coming out? Do you know what I mean? Is there anybody who would be interested in even having that level of, and again, that's not an everyday conversation, you know, that's a once a month, maybe once every 3 weeks. It's a case of, hey, here's the MDMR report, and we'll put together some sort of slideshow or whatever for us to flick through. And yeah, do you know what I mean?
If you want to have a board, we can have a board. We can get like, I feel like you don't want too many people to like make it confusing and just too many chefs in the kitchen.
Like,
but
yeah, no, I feel, and again, if someone can't make the meeting, it's not a big deal either. But I feel like I've always said I think you should be on it, SK, Patar should be on it, but Patar and Tommy would sort of be interchangeable in my head, if you know what I mean by that. So if Tommy did want to be there, then it would be Tommy, and then obviously when Tommy's not there, it would be you, Patar, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, no, it's like a substitute, where it's like if Tommy can make it, I'll make it, and if I can make it, Tommy makes it, and etc. You know.
Exactly. We also, and I also thought Eli would be great to be on there as well, just from conversations that we've had. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm down.
You're obviously our OG of the label, probably one of the first people probably there. So I feel like it would be good to have your input on things for when things are going right and for when things are going wrong.
Yeah, okay, I'm done.
And then I would say like 2 people who are not Mandem as well.
Yeah,
like
we just get to
we'll figure out 2 people that are interested in music or interested in business and can make smart decisions.
Low key, yeah. They don't need to necessarily be employed to Mandem Records, do they?
No.
Let me chat to P if I can bump into him when he's next around.
I saw him like 2 days ago, so he's around here and there.
Because if he was on the board, it would give him a voice. He could offer opinions and ways we can do things better, but without having to, you know, actually be working at the company. He's just like a neutral ground.
Yeah, I agree. I also spoke to Solomon about it as well, because obviously he runs a lot of businesses. He speaks very well, which I like about him. Even when I've done something wrong, he tells me why I've done it wrong, and the way he says it isn't a, yo, fuck you, you're a dickhead. It's more a, come on, fixer, you know? So he might be someone good that can have that conversation as well.
Definitely need a good business mind, somebody who can talk well, so that's a good idea.
But then if it was Els, Patar, myself, Solomon, and P, pretty rounded.
Yeah. Yeah, no, definitely. Again, we all know it's going to take a while to rebuild it. Like, this is not going to be something that's going to happen overnight. And I'm happy, me personally, I'm very happy to hear that you do want it to still exist. Because I'll speak for myself. It does sometimes feel like it's just sort of there. And people kind of annoyed by it sometimes.
I think a big deal, too, and what would help is people actually being able to see more people around and being active about it.